Hello, stranger on the internet. I'm someone, you're someone, we all might be strange, but today we meet and you may call me Ron. Today, social media is the target of my target practice, because this is target practice, because I'm not good at this. So that's what I'm gonna ramble about, because I like rambling. There's so many social medias to choose from, and like they're all so similar but yet so like very different. Okay, so what we're going to start with is right here on this platform, good old YouTube, because yes, I will talk about YouTube first. Like all social media, it is shitty. It is that's just how it is, but it's different from most of the others. Like, you have an opportunity, there's the opportunity and availability to make a living, very different from how it's done on other social medias. Like on YouTube, you can do it without having to have sponsors. Like, sponsors are very good and you need them because ads aren't reliable, but they have the AdSense and you can make like actual good money. Unlike with on like Instagram, I'm pretty sure you like have to have sponsors and like and on TikTok they have the pool of money that if you're like in the program, so you can get paid. From what I've heard, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this please, but the pool of money is the same as it's been like when they started the like system that they can pay people. Like, maybe they've hired a bit, I don't know, but it's like a small amount and they just split that to all the people in the program. Like, you don't actually get any money for like what you actually make. Like, you don't actually get any money for what you make. It's crazy. But yeah, like, in my opinion, it's very cool that you're able to make a living of doing the things you enjoy. Like, and it's not even limited to a genre. It's not like on Instagram you have to like be good looking and like show off your body or something on your post, or like do like these Instagram skits. This weird. You can like do whatever as long as you like have a personality and you put in the hard work, make it quality, and have the passion to do it. And of course a lot of luck also. Like, people are able to do that and make money and be able to live their life. But of course we can't ignore the mention that its system has its sides. Like demonetization and adpocalypses happen. For me, of course, just watching it from the sidelines, but it's interesting, and it's a shame that kind of things happen. I'd have YouTube as long as I can remember, and it's always been a big part of my life as long as I've had it. And yeah, after school would always be watching YouTube on my phone, on the bus, even though in the car of course, but I get really get really car sick if I would look at my phone in the car or in the bus. But I would do it anyways. Went around with a constant headache, and so often I felt ill, and I'm pretty sure part of that is because I just wouldn't I was like, oh yeah, I can watch things on my on my phone in the bus. No, you can't. You'll feel ill. But let's move on to something short and sweet, or maybe not that sweet, but short, and it takes up way more time than it should. So yeah, short is just, it's TikTok. We're moving on to TikTok, to the other video app that is video, not just Instagram trying to be a video platform, but actually a video platform like YouTube. Like, I don't have TikTok anymore, which is good. I recommend anyone listening who is asking themselves, should I delete TikTok? Yes, you should. No, don't take advice from a stranger on the internet, but yes, you should delete it. It's shitty. It's horrible. Like, a few weeks back, my friend told me that they had deleted TikTok off their phone, and I thought about it and I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm like, what would I do with that time? Would I just like what would I do? Would I just reinstall the app immediately? Probably. But then I was like, then I thought about it a bit, and I was like, no, actually, I'm a try that too. It's like, it doesn't hurt to try, but it hurts to be on that app. The app was feeding me so much stuff that was just putting me in a bad mood. So I decided, like, no, actually, my friend is smart. Not always smart, but this time, pretty smart. So I deleted it, and I don't have it anymore. And I've kinda gotten, like, it's like you have like this void, like, addiction. You want to scroll, you want to mindlessly scroll and don't do, and like, it's like, whoa, like, you like, I can feel it. I can feel like I want to do it, but then and what I've been doing is, I know my sibling has been on like YouTube Shorts or whatever, but I've been on Instagram Reels, and the good thing with those is that I feel like they're even more targeted on your interests, but since it's also like, but then again, you can also choose, and it's like when you see a video of like a cow, baby cow, and then you click on it, you're gonna get cute animals. Like, you're not gonna suddenly get something weird that then just, or you might get that does sometimes happen, but it's not as, like, on TikTok it's more random, I feel like, but then also it's even more like, you can choose what targeted hole you can go into on Instagram, but on TikTok you kind of just get what you get. But yeah, if we look past my own issues with the app, that it's not for me and I don't like it, we can move on to, in my opinion, the actually bad stuff and sometimes even harmful parts of TikTok. First of all, it drags you down a hole, a dark hole. Imagine you have you're a soldier, not a soldier. You're a adventurer on the internet, and you open your phone. You're on an adventure. You're traveling through your home screen, and then you're like, oh, that dungeon. You pick the TikTok. You go in there, and then you start looking. It's like, okay, what is this weird stuff? And then you start interacting when the times when it comes to stuff you actually kind of enjoy, and then you get this weird video, and you get stuck on it, like watching a bit too long. And then after that, your whole page is just a rabbit hole. You down that hole. You failed the mission. You're returning back to the start, and now you have to try again. Game over. Yeah, but it did drag you down a hole. It feeds you more of the content that you consume the most. It's an algorithm. It does that. But it kind of bugs me, because I heard a lot. I heard from my mom, example, that like adults who don't use TikTok talk about how much misinformation TikTok has on its platform. But to that, I have to say that there's misinformation everywhere, and a lot on the internet. The thing on, example, TikTok that is making it worse is the algorithm. Once again, you get stuck a bit too long watching an odd-out video about why vaccines are bad. Then the algorithm sees that, next thing you know it, the earth is flat, COVID was planned by the government, vaccines have chips in them, and Australia isn't real. Yeah, the last one, actually, I don't know about that one. It might... I was thinking, like, maybe it's a conspiracy theory, but I'm not actually sure. Yeah. But on lovely Twitter over here, it seems that the stupidity of its users is what's more important. And it also seems like it's also a very, very big trait with the new owner. I have the app, but I don't use it, at least not yet, and I would like to assume that my brain is still working at least slightly, but... And anyone is, as it's looking with Musky Man's hands on the wheel, with seemingly no idea what the fuck he's doing, I might never use it properly. But all we can do is wait and see. Will it crash into the ground, or into the ground through stone deep slate bedrock and plummet straight into the endless void? I'm guessing the second one. I was hoping someone would have taught him never to dig straight down, but as I probably forget that rule way too many times, I I guess he hasn't, and also looking at this thing, he probably hasn't, but it's gonna have to be a very, very proper and aggressive plummet to get through bedrock. But I'm waiting to see that. If we ignore Musk's interesting endeavors of the past weeks, Twitter is it's something. It's something. There must be like some Twitter demon or something. Like it brings out the worst, but it's also funny. I feel like it's like a curse that Twitter comes in like, yo, now you're going to tweet random stupid shit and then delete it 5 hours later. Because why did you tweet that? And I think I'm lucky. I'm a lucky soul who hasn't yet gotten dragged into that pit. I might have like been close to falling, but I think I'm holding myself up and staying sane for at least a bit. Let's see how long that lasts now. I really don't understand some of the people on this platform, on Twitter, but then again, others I get it. Like, I 100% get that some people get a kick out of stirring the pot a bit on Twitter and triggering some kids. And honestly, if I wasn't the biggest insecure fuck ever, I'd probably I'd probably be doing that too. I'd probably be poking some fun at these Twitter people myself. Like, I would be, but for now I will just observe from the sidelines, keep my composure, and pretend pretend I wouldn't do that because I'm a good person, and not because I'm me. What I want to talk about is canceling, and the problem. I'd like to believe that most people think that mistakes or missteps can and should be forgiven. Here I'm talking about the small things, the one-offs that either don't actually matter or can be easily learned from, like moving on. It's a one-off. You say something that you maybe shouldn't, apologize and move on. There's not much else you can do. Like, people are asking way too much. And the problem isn't the idea of canceling. It's more how people, many on Twitter, that's why this is in the Twitter segment, even though this is just, I kind of went off track, but let's keep driving. The problem isn't the idea of canceling, but it's how many people use it. Holding people accountable isn't wrong, but if someone said something in the past that is now dug up, they shouldn't be cancelled. But they can and they should, for their own image sake, if nothing else, address it and say how it is, because people change and they deserve a chance. People quote unquote cancel people for the smallest things just because are the problem. Canceling loses its power when it's used for stupid things, and people on Twitter do it a lot. People should be held accountable for their actions if the people affected feel it necessary. Like, of course, the severity doesn't matter. Like, if someone is hurt by something, like, it's actually something rude, like someone said something racist or something, like, of course, they should apologize. But they shouldn't be, like, if they've changed and moved on, but they shouldn't be cancelled. At least not if you've changed. When it comes to cancelling, you want to make someone lose their platform. You want to deplatform them. At least from my understanding, from Googling and looking at many weird online dictionaries, the meaning of cancelling is something being ended, nulled, over, and are no longer wanted. And most people being quote-unquote cancelled on Twitter really don't deserve anything like that. It's not a fair punishment in context to the crime. The blurring of the meaning of cancelling someone also causes serious accusations to be swept together with someone's controversial tweets from 5 years ago. This is not good. People don't take serious things seriously. Because that's just stupid cancel culture, isn't it? Horrible people can use that "I'm just being unfairly cancelled" defense to convince their viewers that nothing serious is going on. This is all bad. We're gonna move from the problem of cancelling for not nearly serious enough issues to the insane standards people have on others, not giving any understanding or even a chance of redemption. In my opinion, these people fail to realize how different upbringings affect how much a person knows about a subject. Even though you might have grown up with the same ideas and moral rules as the ones on the internet, that doesn't mean everyone has. And those people deserve a chance to change themselves when they come onto the internet, do something that in their upbringing maybe wouldn't have been too bad, but it is on the internet. They could never have known it was wrong if they hadn't heard or seen something about that before. It's a different thing if they don't care and continue even after being told, but everyone deserves the benefit of the doubt. It's also a thing of morals in many cases. We're all different, and as long as what you say doesn't actually hurt you or anyone else, is it okay? It's a good question. I can say people who cancel for the smallest things are stupid. But they're allowed to do that, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. But then there's the thing. It might actually hurt someone's career unfairly. But should they have to worry about that? At what point does something hurt someone? Is it only physically or also mentally? And then to what degree? I'd say making fun of things on the internet is okay, but it all has its limits. But also with those limits comes problems. I'm sitting here thinking over this ending issue way too deeply, and each time I form a point, I come up with something to rebut at. It's really something me and my strange mind will have to think about and maybe do some research about. I do like running into things I can think about and form opinions about, just as much as I hate it that I just don't have the answer. But to not be stuck here forever, I shall leave my pondering for when I'm trying to sleep or for my poor friends on Discord to have to listen to. Thank you so much for listening to my rambling, and have a safe time traveling the internet. This was me, Ron, and until we meet again, I'm someone, you're someone, and we're probably still strangers, just like before this. Out.